Hello students, I hope you all are safe and healthy. This is your English class, and in today's class we are going to look at a new poem in your English textbook. But before we do that, I want you all to look at the pictures on your screen. Both the pictures have families along with bags and suitcases all ready to go on a holiday. I'm very sure that even you all have been on a holiday along with your parents, with your entire family, especially during your summer vacations. Think of a holiday that you went on along with your family. How did you travel there? Maybe you went by car, or maybe you went by plane, or maybe you went by bus, or maybe you went by train. I am sure that most of you have traveled by train at some point or the other in your life. When you travel by train, you get to see so many things from your window. It is such a beautiful experience. And today, we are going to look at a poem that talks exactly about this. Today, we are going to study the poem From a Railway Carriage by Robert Louis Stevenson. Robert Louis Stevenson was a Scottish poet. He was born in 1850 and died in 1894. From a Railway Carriage is one of his most famous poems. Now, what is Robert Louis Stevenson trying to tell us through this poem? In this poem, Robert Louis Stevenson is sitting in a railway carriage and probably traveling to some place. Maybe he's going on a vacation. He looks out of his railway carriage window, and whatever he can see, he mentions it in this poem. So this poem is nothing but Robert Louis Stevenson telling us what he can see from his railway carriage, and hence the name of the poem, the title of the poem, From a Railway Carriage. Let us now begin with the poem. From a Railway Carriage. Faster than fairies, faster than witches, bridges and houses, hedges and ditches, and charging along like troops in a battle, all through the meadows, the horses and cattle. All of the sights of the hill and the plain fly as thick as driving rain, and ever again in the wink of an eye, painted stations whistle by. Now students, as I told you earlier, Robert Louis Stevenson is just telling all of us what he can see from his railway carriage window. So he begins by saying, faster than fairies, faster than witches, bridges and houses, hedges and ditches. So he says the train is moving fast, very, very fast, faster than fairies flying and faster than witches on their brooms. And while the train is moving so fast, he can see bridges, he can see people's houses, he can see hedges and ditches. I'm sure when you traveled by train, even you would have been able to look at bridges and hedges. What are hedges? Hedges are plants that are put together to form a sort of a fence. Look at the pictures on your screen. You can see a picture of a bridge. You can see a picture of a hedge. Look at the plants lined up. That is called a hedge. He then goes on to say, and charging along like troops in a battle, all through the meadows, the horses and cattle. Now, what is the meaning of charging along like troops in a battle? Have you ever seen pictures of soldiers? How they all stand in one line, an army, and they all begin to walk together. They charge. That is the meaning of charging along like troops in a battle. Troops are the soldiers, the army. He says that the train is also charging along. It is moving just like those troops. Okay, and while it is moving, it is going through meadows, the horses and cattle. Look at the third picture on your screen. That is what a meadow looks like, where you have cattle, you have horses. Okay, so while Robert Louis Stevenson is sitting in his railway carriage, and when he looks out of his window, he can see all these. He can see a meadow that is full of cattle and horses. Let us move on. All of the sides of the hill and the plain fly as thick as driving rain. Now, while he looks out of his window, he can also see hills and plains. Look at the fourth picture. This is what hills and plains look like. So while he looks out, he can see all this. He can see this beautiful scenery. Okay, but it just goes by so fast because he is in his train and the train is moving so fast that he can hardly look at the hills and plains. It all goes by very, very fast. And ever again, in the wink of an eye, painted stations whistle by. So as I said earlier, because the train is moving so fast, he can also see painted stations. Think of the times when you've been in a train and you have looked outside the window. I'm sure you must have seen other railway stations too. Okay, when your train passes by all those railway stations, it happens so fast. In the wink of an eye, you blink and you miss it. Because the train is moving so fast, you don't actually get to see the station properly. You can look at it, but it's just a blur. You can't really make out what the name of the station is or what it really looks like. It passes by very, very fast. Okay, so Robert Louis Stevenson can also see painted stations, but they go by in the wink of an eye because the train is moving so fast. Let us now go to the next stanza. Here is the child who clambers and scrambles, all by himself and gathering brambles. Here is a tramp who stands and gazes, and there is the green for stringing the daisies. Here is a cart run away in the road, lumping along with man and load. And here is a mill, and there is a river, each a glimpse and gone forever. Now, Robert Louis Stevenson continues to tell all of us what he can see when he looks out of the window of his railway carriage. So he begins to say that the first thing that he can see now is a child. And he can see the child who clambers and scrambles, all by himself and gathering brambles. Look at the top left corner of your screen. You can see the picture of a child who's trying to climb a tree. What is the meaning of clambers and scrambles? It means that the child is climbing the tree awkwardly. He's struggling to climb on the tree because he wants to gather brambles. What are brambles? Brambles are like blackberries. Okay, so this child is struggling to climb the tree. He's very, very awkward about it. He's struggling, and he's doing all of this because he wants to gather some brambles. He wants to gather some blackberries. Now, the poet Robert Louis Stevenson goes on to say that after the child, he also sees a tramp who stands and gazes. Now, who is a tramp? A tramp is a homeless person, someone who does not have a house of his own. Robert Louis Stevenson can see this tramp standing and gazing. What do you mean by gazing? Gazing means to just look at something for a long time. I'm sure when you've traveled by train, you too must have seen such people standing and gazing at a train going by, or just standing and staring into space. Okay, that's the meaning of gazing. The tramp is staring at the train or probably staring at things around him. And Robert Louis Stevenson can see him doing this. And there is the green for stringing the daisies. Now he can also see some ladies who are making garlands of daisies. Okay, what do you mean by stringing the daisies? It means to put the flowers, the daisies together to make a garland. So he can see these ladies making garlands out of daisies. He can also see a cart, okay, that is in the middle of the road, lumping along with man and load. Look at the picture on your screen. You can see a cart that is being pulled. Okay, and the cart is heavy. How do we know that the cart is heavy? Because Robert Louis Stevenson is saying that it is lumping along. What do you mean by lumping along? It means that something that is moving very, very slowly with great amount of difficulty. That is how we know that the cart is heavy. And here is a mill and there is a river, each a glimpse and gone forever. Now he ends the poem by saying that he can see a mill. A mill is a sort of a factory, and he can also see a river. So he can see both the things, and he continues to say, each a glimpse and gone forever. That means he saw all of these things. He saw a mill, he saw a child, he saw a tramp, he saw a river, he saw painted stations, he saw meadows, he saw hedges and ditches. He saw all these things while traveling by train, but just for 1 or 2 seconds, and now it's gone forever. Students, I'm sure that after listening to Robert Louis Stevenson's detailed description of what he could see from his railway carriage, you too are thinking of your trip by train, and you are thinking of everything that you could see from your train window. Through this poem, Robert Louis Stevenson is trying to tell us to enjoy our journey. Enjoy when we travel. Don't be stressed and don't get tensed about traveling, because traveling makes us happy. It should make us happy. It is an adventure, and we should enjoy this adventure. Another important lesson that we all can learn from this poem is that life is short. Time is fast. No replay, no rewind. Enjoy every moment as it comes. This means often we tend to focus on the past, but we forget that we don't have any replay button and we cannot rewind. We only have the present moment and we should enjoy it. Life is short. Therefore, learn to enjoy yourself in every moment. This brings us to the end of today's video. I hope you all have understood and liked and learned something very important from this poem. Until our next video, take care of yourselves, stay safe, stay healthy. Thank you.